Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes to the field for the compound men's team gold medal match.
Meine Damen und Herren, bitte heißen Sie die Athleten für das Goldfinale der Compound Herren hier willkommen.
On target number 2, representing Croatia.
Aufschreibe Nummer 2 aus Kroatien.
Domagoj Buden. Ivan Marquez. Mario Vavro. And their opponents on target number 1.
Die Herausforderer auf Scheibe Nummer 1.
Representing the United States of America.
Aus den Vereinigten Staaten von Amerika.
Steve Anderson. Greg Gallaty. And Chris Schack. The line judge for this match is
Die Kampfrichterin für dieses Match ist
Silly Ravel.
Please, Archery, get ready. So, USA, you shoot first. Shoot first. Croatia, you shoot second. Okay.
Well, here we go. It's time for gold here in Berlin. USA versus Croatia. USA on target 1 will shoot first with Steve Anderson, Braden Gelantine and Chris Schaff.
All right, good strong shot, Steve.
Encouragement from the off in these conditions, Schaff. What do you think? Are we going to get a world record?
Well, we could see it.
Yep. 1 o'clock on
It's
the
still
X-line.
possible, but they would have to keep this up for 24 arrows because the world record, I think they only missed 1.
It's right on the X-line at 1 o'clock.
Shooting a 240 is good in every condition, so it might be possible and it might be this team,
Nope.
but not anymore.
4.
Well, they might be able to match it because
Come on,
that
Brucey.
dropped 9. Well, in some respects, it does take the pressure off because I think the Americans
Good, strong
really
shot, right?
are the sort of the model of consistency in this discipline.
I think they are, yeah. It shows.
Yep. 10 and 1.
It shows by them being
Full shaft
the
in at
world
one
ranked
grade.
number 1 and also ranking number 1 here on the qualification and then shooting themselves into the gold medal match. But if anyone, I think Croatia might be the country to do it.
Well, here are Croatia, Domagoj Buden, Ivan Marquez and Mario Vavro. We've got another case of a potential recce of the venue for Buden because he goes for gold later on.
It's a long hold. I suppose he needed it. It helped.
Dečki, vreme. Samo vratite pažnju I mirno.
Make it tight.
Nine.
Unfortunately, no world records this round.
Well, they could match the world record.
They could match it, yeah.
Pažnju da smo kraći.
No mistakes from here on in. So, USA shoot their second 3 arrows.
Yep. 1 o'clock again.
Really?
No, you're tweener between the X and the 10 line.
Okay.
You're solid. Good strong shot, Chris. Yep. Full shaft in at 9.
So funny enough, the the coach they're having,
You have what they call all
the
day.
person that's in the coach
Good,
box is
strong
actually
shot,
their
buddy.
4th team member. They
Yep.
10, 10, 10.
A perfect score there.
they chose for a team member in the coaching box rather than an actual coach, but I think their dynamic in the team is so good that they can pull this off. I mean, they're always smiling on the finals field. They're just having fun, and they happen to be very, very good at archery.
Ovo je lijevo otišla, obratio na vjetar.
Okay, I'll sit yours there.
Nine.
9.
Well, a different approach from the Croatians.
A ono na crti, ali je devetka.
Almost without emotion. Try to contain all the tension and the pressure and shoot freely.
10.
Well, to be fair, they're not as used to this as the Americans are, because they do this so many times. They're so consistent that they make a podium almost every competition. So you get used to it and you get into the groove of things, and you end up just having fun.
All the way to the final.
Well,
Say, heavy.
the USA just sneaking it by a point. Got to say, 58 out of 60 for Croatia is pretty good, but the Americans just 1 point better. And here are the arrows from the USA. We talked about the world record here, mainly because the conditions were are so perfect, and they can match it, but they've got to score absolutely perfect arrows from now. Not a bad start.
Which is almost ridiculous if you see how far the 9 is off the middle of the target, off the center.
Well, in real terms, how far is that, Shane?
I'm not completely sure.
1, 2 centimeters?
I would say 6 centimeters.
6 centimeters.
But that's on 50 meters, so that's only maybe a millimeter of moving with your hand, and you're out. So it's really impressive how well these people can shoot, and to shoot a world record, you have to be exceptional and in exceptional shape.
Well, they certainly are an exceptional team. The USA leading by a point after the first end here in Berlin.
USA is leading 59 to 58. So
And I think they're still
Russia,
joking
you shoot
around
first,
just on the podium,
USA, you shoot
having fun
second.
with each
Are you
other
ready
and
to shoot?
shooting an arrow in between.
Well, our line judge there declaring the range clear and safe to shoot. Croatia trailing by a point
Dance to the line and come
going
off.
into the second end will shoot first. 58 out of 60 in the first end, not bad for them. But the problem is they're up against the USA. Rio Wild in the coaching box. Last time out when we saw the USA, he was a member of the actual shooting team.
Yeah, they're so close and they're so good that
Lijevo.
they can put anyone in the
Lijevo,
team
lijevo,
and make a final, I think. But it also means that they make each other better because they want to make the team and they want to make the podium. So they encourage each other to shoot even better than they already do.
But in some respects, the pressure's taken off Croatia here then, you know, because they're not the favourites to win, are they?
On paper, no, but this week they've been doing really well and they've been shooting extremely high scores, especially in the conditions that they were given. And I don't think they're a team that you should underestimate. I think they're all really good at shooting, and well, it shows here again.
Good, strong
again,
shot,
2 times
Steve.
out of 3. That's
Realno odete lijevo.
still good.
Koliko si lijevo na crti si?
Yeah, we saw in the women's gold medal match France, who very
Good,
lowly
strong
ranked
shot,
compared to India, but they did win, and mainly
Just
because
off.
Sophie Dolan was
Just
shooting
off at
so
8.
well. Here, it's Domagoj Budin for Croatia, who's on the
Pick him
form
up, buddy.
athlete.
Yeah.
But the
Good,
thing
strong
is, they're
shot,
up against
Chris.
this USA team, who are just incredible.
Yep. 1 o'clock on the line. 10 at 1 o'clock on the line, buddy. Your turn, Braden. Good, strong shot, man. Put it in the middle and just execute. Yep.
That's it. I
Exit
think
5.
they know each other well enough to
Good
be
shot,
able
dude.
to
Nice work.
tell the person on the line what they need to hear at that particular moment. So I think the coaching from the USA also helps a lot.
Yeah, they're very vocal. It's interesting because we have the complete opposite of that, where the Croatians appear to be very quiet and keeping stillness and a calmness in the team.
Stoic almost. But they're shooting great.
Shooting first,
Mario, ti si.
applying the pressure on the USA.
Is that yours, Chris?
10.
There you go. That's all you can do in a moment like this.
Well, 59 out of a potential 60. The USA have to get 3 10s here to stay level in this end. And already Croatia have drawn level in the accumulative score here, and that's the beauty of this accumulator, isn't it?
Yeah.
Markeš je isto u X.
It's all right. We're good.
Mario, gdje ćeš upisati mater?
Nope, out of 9.
A kaj će ti sad? Čekaj.
All right, Braden, pick him up. Lots of time, man. Just make it count. Do what you do.
So a 10 here, the lead
middle,
has
just
changed hands,
execute.
that can be confirmed, but by how much is the question?
Yep.
It's a 10.
That's
5
it.
o'clock. Full shaft in.
So I think they went from a 1-point advantage to a 1-point deficit in one end, which also means that anything is still open. But Croatia is doing really well in putting the pressure on, and they're just shooting great. So I'm curious to see how this match evolves.
Yeah, it's really interesting, isn't it? Because sometimes taking the lead has its own pressures of its own.
Yeah.
And perhaps if you're Croatia and not as experienced, or don't have as much experience, being in this kind of this level of competition, maybe that pressure will show. But it's certainly not showing in their shooting at the moment.
No, and I know that the Croatian team has some mental practice routines that they do, and I think it's paying off, definitely.
Well, they've come from 1 behind to lead by 1 at the halfway stage here in the men's compound team event. It's time
Croatia
for the
is
third
leading
end.
117 to 116. So USA you shoot first, and Croatia you shoot second. Range clear.
All right, start it off, man. Just like you've done a million times. Put it in the middle and just execute. Yes.
Easy.
Exit
Just put it
11
in the
on the
middle and
line.
execute.
Good
Yeah.
job, buddy.
That's all you need to do. And it's a good tip. I mean, he's done it a
All
million
right,
times
Chris, your
probably,
turn,
and
buddy. Your turn.
he knows what to do.
Keep it
And so
rolling.
does everybody
Good,
on this
strong
finals
shot,
field.
man.
You just have to remind yourself of it sometimes.
Yep. Full shaft in at 1. You're both a little hot.
Brati pažnju da lagano diže ulazi.
Dude, that thing will move 8 miles. Nope, out of 11. You're all right.
Well, Croatia are going to need to keep up that consistency. 29 out of 30 for the first 3 arrows for the USA. As Chef said, indoor world champion. He's, well, slightly tipping Croatia, I'd say.
Yeah, well, at the moment, look at it. They're doing really, really well. I think Domagoj has been drilling the X for I don't know how many arrows right now.
Good practice for later on, because Budin goes in the men's individual gold medal match.
Yeah. I might be a bit biased in that match though.
Why is that?
9.
Nizak.
Shooting against fellow countryman Mike Slusser. So I might be silently rooting for Mike.
Lots of.
Well,
Let's make it count, buddy.
good 29 there from Croatia.
Yep.
10.
That's a good shot. It was
Between
quick.
between X
It
and
was
10
aggressive.
at 4 o'clock. Yeah. Not a lot, but a little. All right, Chris, your turn. Good, strong shot, buddy. Make it count. Yep.
10.
X at 1. All right, Braden, finish it off. Lots of time. All the time. You have all the time. Good, strong shot. Yep.
10, 10, 10.
It's fascinating listening to Rio Wild there in the background. It's almost like a mantra.
Yeah.
And he's taken them to 3 10s. So Croatia need a perfect score to maintain the lead here.
10.
10.
Well, there's barely a cigarette paper between these two teams. 2:59 to 60, but Croatia maintain their 1-point lead going into the final end. And what's remarkable here is there is a complete contrast between the noise on the field of play when the USA is shooting, compared to the absolute silence when Croatia is shooting.
I suppose there's more people from the US on the stands as well because they have a bigger team here. As to Croatia, where I don't think they have a lot of spare people to cheer for them.
Well, look, here's a comparison of the arrows there in that end. USA in yellow, Croatia in red.
Look at those 5 arrows from Croatia. They're on the post stamp, so close they are together.
And grouping's so crucial with that one dropped arrow.
Yeah, but it counts the same as the 9 from the USA that's just out. So I would say in this format there is nothing wrong with that.
Großen Applaus für beide Teams. Auf geht's, Berlin!
Well, we're about to get underway for the final end here. The USA, the favourites, trail by a single point against Croatia. They will shoot first, so it's all down to the next 6 arrows from both teams. Steve Anderson, Braden Gelantine and Chris Schaff to shoot first for the USA. Schaff down on the shooting line, and we've got a chef here in the commentary box.
All right, start off, Steve. Good, strong shot, buddy.
Nine.
Out of 1. It's all right. It's all right. Pick it up, Chris.
Dečki, nema spuštanja pritiska.
It's about that far. Put it in the middle, Chris, and just execute. Yep. And 1 o'clock, that same spot. You have a wad of holes right there at 1 o'clock. All right, your turn, Braden. Pick him up. Good, strong shot, buddy. Put it in the middle and just execute. Yep. Just off the X that far. Good shot, man.
But you can
Good
hear
work.
Rio Wild there, who's, as Chef said, the 4th member of the team. She's saying that you've got a lot of holes around the 1 o'clock mark. I mean, it's so consistent.
It's all right, man.
Yeah. So you're shooting 10s, but you're still getting tips by your coach by adjusting your sight. That's the level they're shooting at.
U crtu gore na 12 sati.
So even a 10 sometimes isn't good enough.
At 50 meters.
Visoki ste oba dva malo.
The thing is,
Sigurno
consistency from the USA is being matched by Croatia.
And I think the first arrow even might be in.
Dolje na crti. Da noga je, pola strela je na crti. Ovo je kurvanjski. Znaš. Zato što je pola strela.
Put it in the middle and just execute like you've done a million times. Middle.
Na 6 sati centimetar unutra. Ne, centimetar.
Yep. Top of the X. It's all right. We're good. All right, Chris. The first one's in. I don't know what they're calling it. 9 asterisks. All right, Chris. Good, strong shot, buddy. Nope, not at 3.
9.
All right, Braden, put it in.
Dečki disat I odradit. Nema spuštanja pritiska.
Yes, sir. Put it in the middle and just execute, Braden. Good, strong shot, buddy. Yep. Right in the cross. Good shot.
Idemo.
Hey.
Well, 58 out of a possible 60. So Croatia, well, they could extend their lead here. Well, 2 10s and a 9 will extend their lead. They have a small margin of error, and that represents a big opportunity to beat the USA.
Nine.
5 milimetara ispod.
10 to win.
So a 10 will tie them up on score in this end, but because they had a 1-point lead, a 10 would win it for Croatia. Under 5 seconds. He's nailed it. Croatia, well, perhaps not fancied here in Berlin because they were up against the USA, had to shoot well, and boy, did they shoot well.
They definitely did, and I think they showed really good shooting the whole week. So I would say they deserve this win, and they shot well.
Well, the USA are used to being in a podium match, perhaps not used to facing Croatia in a podium match, but when the opportunity presented itself, Croatia were up to the mark, and they have beaten the USA to gold here in Berlin. Croatia have taken the compound men's team gold medal here at stage 4 of the Hyundai Archery World Cup. Wow, what a match, Chef. What a match. You're pretty used to playing late in the day and the business end of tournaments. Croatia, though, perhaps not. How did they come into that? How did they get themselves ready?
I think they did some mental training exercises at home, which would probably help them in a situation like this. And it's just like Rico's been saying, you've done this a million times, you know what to do. If you can just put it together on the finals field, it's just the same as on a regular field.
Well, that mental preparation is clearly working for the Croatians. Rio Wilder, the 4th man here today for the USA, he shot in their last podium team match. His mantra, put it in the middle and just execute. Well, you know what? That's exactly what Croatia did.
Yeah, maybe they listened in.
And there you go, time after time in the 10 ring. And remember, they're shooting at 50 meters away from the target at something the size of an apple. And Croatia, well, they nailed it here today in Berlin. What a splendid morning session we've had on Compound Saturday. The favoured and fancied teams, India and the USA, went into their gold medal matches and were just pipped at the post by France and Croatia. And the lineup for the final rankings here for the men. Croatia there confirmed as the gold medalists, taking out much fancied USA, who will have to settle for silver, and Italy sneaking the bronze on a measure against Russia. Fabulous competition here in Berlin, and we've just had session 1. There's 3 more to go. Chef, good start, eh?
Yeah, it's been a good morning of archery, if you ask me.
Yeah, brilliant morning of archery, and there's much, much more to come. Compound Saturday it is, and we've had our team medal matches for men's and women's. Mixed team coming up next, super fast, and then the all-important individual bronze and gold medal matches. Places in the final in Samsung later on up for grabs here in Berlin. That, of course, is coming up this afternoon, 1 p.m. local time. And if you get bored in between the 2 live sessions, follow us on social media, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram by searching @World Archery. Lots of behind-the-scenes stuff that you won't see anywhere else. Well, I can barely contain myself with excitement here. Looking forward to the individual later on today. And if you've enjoyed it, I'm Karen Bashir, and Chef Vandenberg will be back later on for those individual medal matches.
Yeah.
And it's been a very, very exciting morning here. We've of course, got the podium coming up where Croatia, I think, well, they were quite quiet on the podium.
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to be quiet? They were quiet on the field of play. Do you think they're going to be quiet on that podium?
Well, they were quite happy when they won, so they might actually celebrate on the podium as well.
Well, it's not long to go. The athletes are waiting in the wings, and it's time for the men's medal ceremony.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the compound men team.
Meine Damen und Herren, es folgt die Siegerehrung für die Compound Herren Team.
Medals will be presented by World Archery First Vice President.
Die Medaillen werden übergeben vom ersten Vizepräsidenten der World Archery,
Mario Scarzella. Gifts will be presented by German Shooting Sport and Archery Federation First Vice President.
Die Präsente werden übergeben vom ersten Vizepräsidenten des Deutschen Schützenbundes,
Lars Bartke. Bronze medal representing Italy.
die Bronzemedaille aus Italien.
Valerio della Stua.
Wow, Valerio. No. Yes.
Elia. Sergio Pagni.
Congratulations.
Silver medal representing the United States of America.
Die Silbermedaille aus den Vereinigten Staaten von Amerika.
Steve Anderson.
Thank you. Congratulations. Congratulations. Bravo.
Braden Galantine.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Chris Schaff.
Congratulations. Okay.
Gold medal representing Croatia.
Die Goldmedaille aus Kroatien.
Dobro goj, bude.
bravo, bude. Congratulations. Bravo. Congratulations.
Marquez.
Bravo, Ivan. Thank you. Bravo.
Mario Vavro.
Congratulations, Mario. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Congratulations.